Yeah, yeah, yeah. You dig?
How should I say? Cause you look mad comfortable. You up on the edge and shit.
Get cozy boys. You feel me? We in a cozy crib.
Yeah.
We got the incense burning. We got the oud. You feel me?
What's the oud?
I didn't know oud was a Middle Eastern thing. You know, it's
I don't know
like
what
that
is.
candle, the candle right there.
The cactus?
No, the candle right behind the computer.
Oh,
Yeah,
the diptyque candle.
yeah, it's called the diptyque joint,
Yeah.
but it's oud. You feel me? That's the scent, and it's a Middle Eastern thing. You know,
There's a lot of scents going on. I don't know which one is what's giving off oud. I don't know what's giving off food. Something smells spicy in this bitch.
You know, I like my shit. I like my shit to smell good.
Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the love. This episode 2.
Whoo,
Free
so,
Not Woke. How you been, Brody?
Man, I'm good, bro. Watching these playoffs. You feel me? Sad.
I don't want to start. I don't want to start.
Nah, we gotta talk about it, bro. We gotta talk
there, though, bro.
We gotta talk about it. Like we gotta just hop into it, bro. Cause obviously, you know, we both Nets fans. You know, we both Nets fans. And playoff time come around, you already know what we on. You know, so it's just like we gotta get ready for game 2. So we got to talk about a few things. You feel me? We got to talk about the Brooklyn Nets lost to the Boston Celtics. I know it's hard to say. It's hard for me to say.
This nigga.
We lost by 1 point, but we were the 7th seed.
In the worst way.
Yeah.
No, we was the 1 seed early in the season before KD got injured.
Right.
So we really supposed to be the 1 seed. So that 7th seed means absolutely
Right. We wasn't supposed to be the 7th seed.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And then they try some bullshit with Kyrie. You can't play because you ain't vaccinated. But guess what?
Facts.
It was other players coming in this bitch from opposing teams who were not vaccinated who could play.
Right.
But stupid ass New York, you a New York employee, you cannot play. So that's the only reason he wasn't playing. There's other niggas in the league with no vax coming to Brooklyn playing. Like,
that's
how
real.
stupid that sound, bro?
That's real.
Yeah, bro. Ben Simmons need to come his fly ass off for the sideline. Nigga up in that bitch dripping every...
Yo, he drippy as fuck, bro. Like, I never seen anybody on the sideline that drippy.
I never seen an Aussie that drippy.
Huh?
I said I never seen an Aussie that drippy because he was...
Oh, yeah, he was... Yo... Bro.
This nigga dripped out, hairline crispy, nigga smiling, chuckling.
I don't know what kind of deal he trying to get, but he trying to get some other deal.
Yeah.
Because he really, he really be on the sideline. Fly is a motherfucker.
Listen, New York will deal with you too, Ben. The same way Philly did.
Damn, son.
Best believe.
All right, what you think about Ben Simmons?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm
What's your
gonna stop playing.
Yeah.
I fuck with Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got Harden bitch ass out of here.
Okay.
Because it's just what it is, bro. He wanted to play for a chip, but he wanted to do it an easy way. I feel like this year was hard, XYZ. So we got Ben. He's a lefty. You got rebounding with him. You got defense with him. You got assists with him. He don't need to shoot. We got shooters.
Right.
You know, like if he come back next year, we got Joe Harris. We got the whole team, full staff. That's scary for the whole league. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but why
and
do you
he's
think
supposed to come back?
This is something I've been asking everybody I meet. But why do you think Ben Simmons is not playing?
He a little hurt, bro.
He hurt?
Yeah.
Like physically?
Most likely, bro. I don't think right now you would sit out having Kyrie, Katie on your team, having something to prove. Y'all in the playoffs. It's not like you in the play-in. It's not like you playing against a team that's going to beat us 4-0. If he plays, he make a big difference.
Right.
So I believe if he not playing right now, it's because basically he really cannot play.
Damn.
And I don't want the nigga to push himself. I don't want him to try to, because we got him on contract. He gonna be here next year, and it's okay, bro. Like, you dig? So I believe he is injured, but I heard reports he's supposed to try to make a comeback for Game 4.
Yo, that would be amazing. I want to see that because low key, like, obviously there's been a lot of Ben hate. Like, he's one of them. He is the most hated man in the, in the league. You know,
Philly for damn sure.
Yeah. Oh,
they hate
nah,
that nigga
bro.
in
They
Philly.
hate this nigga.
We got Ben Simmons, and if he was on the court right now, it would be scary for niggas, bro. Like I said, he don't have to shoot. We have shooting. On Philly, he had to do more shit. You know why? Because they had a bunch of guys that's like good glue guys. Like Our guy, shout out my boy Bruce Brown. You feel me? He's our glue guy. We don't have 4 or 5 versions of him. We
Right.
have him. Philly got like you got Danny Green. He's a vet, cool, but he's not Danny Green from the Spurs. And whenever they play Miami Heat, you got Tobias Harris. I fuck with Tobias Harris. I like him. He cool.
I like him too.
He look like
Yeah.
J. Cole. My brother called him J. Cole Harris. But you feel me?
Yo, shout out to Melo. Shout out to
shout out my
Carmelo.
nigga Melo,
Nah, yeah.
man. You feel me? They got players that all do the same thing. When you have that, I feel like you keep running into a certain wall. Championship teams are built precise. You feel me? They got players. They might have 15 men, but 3 of them niggas know they not playing. 4 of them know they don't have no shot. You feel me? Like, so anyway, Philly got that. Ben had to do more. It was him and Joel only. On this team, you got 2 of the most lethal dudes to ever play,
Right.
to ever score. KD and Kyrie. We don't even need Ben to go. James Harden wasn't going crazy for us, and whenever them 3 niggas was on the court together, I think they played only like 11 games. I know I'm probably misquoting it, but they only played a short amount of games. They won almost all of those games when all 3 of them was on the court. And it's not like Harden was putting up triple doubles in Houston. He was playing his role. That's why when he asked for a trade, it was so surprising because it's like, bro, as a Nets fan, New York fan, you wasn't expecting this man to.
Right.
That came out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he out of here. Ben, he ain't do us wrong yet because he ain't play.
I feel like one thing I definitely want to talk about is just Kyrie doing his own shit. Like all of this shit he's been through, like in the league, where just people shitting on him, and like even on the Nets, people talking shit about him being holistic and not really wanting to fuck with the vaccine, and him walking with the cane. Like people just talk shit, you know, and he's about the way he wants to live his life.
Right.
And I just want to really commend Kyrie for like sticking to his guns
Principles
and
to what he
doing
wanna do.
sticking to his principles and being like, you know what, this is what I believe in, so this is how I'm gonna move despite anybody that's talking shit, you know, because it's like he kind of like he goes to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's fasting and he's still dropping 35. Like I watched him, like I went to the Nets versus Pacers at Barclays Center, and he dropped 35 that night. You know, and I'm watching. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like,
And you know what's even better just to see, bro? Like, that boy game so smooth.
right.
It's so like
right.
on too. Like when you get to that level, first of all, he's in the NBA.
Right.
The best pros out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he be making dudes look crazy. Easy.
Yo.
Shots falling easy. Like he's one of them guys.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Like,
he's definitely one of them guys. The
he's
way,
one of them, bro.
like, when he's in the paint, he's a monster, bro. But even from the 3, you don't know if he's gonna shoot the 3. You don't know if he's gonna go in. But if he goes in the hole, you scared because he's like fucking like he's a beast inside. Like
nigga,
you,
like 6 foot tall going.
yeah,
at
you
your
can't
center.
stop him. You can't stop him, bro, because he's gonna cross you up in the middle, and then he's gonna right off of anywhere off the backboard. Wherever he's at, he's putting it off the backboard.
Easy.
Like just
He
like
was-
that.
he- that's what I'm saying. The Boston game, it's not like we got our ass beat. He was busting. He was Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and them. Those his little bros. I feel like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So he like, come here, little bro. I got you. Like he doing little cross moves. He's at the rim looking back. Like, yo, who behind me? Who guarded me? You feel me? Easy layup. Because he's just
He's smooth with it.
man.
I'm
I'm
watching.
honored to have them dudes on my
Yo.
team. I ain't gonna lie.
Watching Kyrie play, bro, it's like historical. You know, like we in a historic moment when you watching Kyrie play, bro. Like even all of this shit, he's not even just a ball player. Like his mental is just different, as you can see. Where everybody's talking. I saw one comment where somebody was like, I don't know whatever holistic shit Kyrie doing, but he need to keep doing it. Everybody just need to shut the fuck up and let this nigga do his shit.
I'm about to start doing that shit.
I'm about to start doing that shit too. Fuck it. So like that's the like he's a fucking icon in that way. Where it's like it's not even just my game, but I live my way in a certain way. I live my life in a certain way.
That's a bad boy.
Yo, we clap it up for Kyrie, bro. No matter win or lose, but I hope he win.
Whatever they call
I hope
him,
we
Ramadan Kyrie,
Yeah.
ramen noodle Kyrie. Listen, that boy is that man. You heard, like
Yeah,
That boy
that nigga.
is that man.
Yes, Sirski.
Feel me? But yeah, everything gonna be good. And one thing real quick before we get over that, he got defense. And
Yeah.
they don't want to give him his credit for his defense.
Let's talk about it.
Kyrie, I'll give you your credit. He don't care who he defending. He gonna be like, I got him. He gonna wave off the defender. I got him. Stay where you at. It don't matter if it's your power forward. I ain't saying he gonna stop him, but he ain't just no sucker in there that's gonna try to flop. And even how we lost that layup, right? How we lost on a layup, he was the guy right there by Jason Tatum. Now, clearly it's hindsight, but I feel like if he would have took the fouled him hard enough, because he had 4 fouls, I think, or 5 fouls, and he didn't want to get his last foul. He didn't want to foul out the whole fourth quarter, so his mindset was like, being a little lax. So I think he could have went hard at Tatum, but being he was in foul trouble, he didn't go hard. But it's what happens, bro. It's the NBA. They all pros. They got lucky, but they got the W. Game 2 tomorrow. Right. You feel me? And we gonna go crazy. Don't worry about nothing. You heard? We out here.
I like what you said. Kyrie is not no sucker, bro. Yeah. He'll play defense. Yeah. And that's why the hate is so unwarranted. Yeah. You feel me with Kyrie? Yeah. It's like, bro, Kyrie hate. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's some media shit, bro.
Yeah, that's some media shit, but it's social media shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, I don't want to hear no fucking Kyrie hate. It's like, bro, this dude is really just doing his shit. He's doing his thing and living his life. Yeah. And he's like, all right, now y'all letting me play? All right, so now I'm going to go crazy.
I'm going to tell you where I feel like the media turned on him. Because, like Kanye said, they love you, then they hate you, they love you again type shit. Yeah. So the media turned on him when he came out and said some shit. He just was talking free. Yo, the earth probably not round. Shit probably flat. I think it's flat. He just was talking. Matter of fact, he was on a podcast when he said it on Richard Jefferson podcast. It's like a few years ago when he was still in Cleveland. And then ever since then, the media was like, oh, poking fun at that. More stories came out with him. Then everything he said, it became more like
a meme.
Oh, here he go. Yeah. Oh, he's one of those earthy guys. Then he like, hold on, my nigga. I'm just really talking. None of y'all know actually what it is. I'm saying like maybe it is flat. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying I agree with him. But for him to have an opinion now, people to make stories and try to paint him out like he's some fool type nigga, he like, nigga, I'm far from a fool. He come from that Kobe school, that Mamba mentality, you heard? It's only one. It's only one Kobe, only one Mamba, but
only one Kyrie.
He could inspire millions, Kobe, you feel me, with his focus, his drive. And Kyrie, I feel like, is cut from that cloth, you feel me? And he trying to keep it going. But also, he is his own man. You know, nobody's Kobe, just like nobody's Kai. But yeah, bro, he not gonna stand for the bullshit. Just like when they asked him, "Oh, what do you think?" The hostility with the crowd and all that. He like, bro, people saying pussy, fuck you, bitch to me, I'm gonna give him that same energy. Like where I come from, this type of shit is normal anyway. People want to call, you know how it be. Right in the parks, right there. This shit don't ever be superstar. It just be regular dudes playing 5-on-5. Everybody talking shit. You feel me? So he's saying that, and I feel like that's why you gotta respect it, cause he's standing on his shit. And like you said, everything he been through, not getting vaccinated. I was there when he came to the Nets building this season for his first game, just to be in the building, cause they wouldn't allow him, and the crowd went crazy, bro. Everybody went crazy. And I know he didn't start that shit for that reason. But when somebody being themselves authentically, like we was talking about last week, just being yourself, people respect it. Like, you just gotta respect it. I mean, unless niggas being flagrant, disrespectful, you can't respect that. You don't have to respect that. But he's being himself. He's saying, yo, look, I love the game. Shout out my teammates, but this is just my personal decision. And I get it. And I don't understand people who like, oh, do this, do that. Like when Stephen A was coming out going all crazy, like, Stephen A, you gotta stop. But I know he just be
that's his
that's
thing.
What he's supposed to. That's what he get the millions for, to talk that shit. Because now he loving Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie. Yeah, he did what he had to do, and da da da. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard you.
And that's the media, bro. They on one side on Monday, on two side on Tuesday. Like that's it.
On another side, yeah, that's a fact. You want to talk about Cam Newton? I know it's kind of old, but we ain't been here in like a week.
Let's talk about it. What went wrong with I'm not even a football fan, so I don't watch football like that. So you gonna have to keep me abreast because you showed me a crazy video.
He was just chilling. He was I think he was talking to Wallow for $1 million worth of game, Gillian Wallow, and they was talking about relationships. And if I remember correctly, because I only seen like a quick clip, so I don't got no in-depth take. But he was something along the lines of what you expect from your partner, a woman, a mate, whatever, you feel me? And he's like, oh, you know, women want to be bad bitches, and you got bad bitches, you got women. Mm-hmm. So the bad bitch like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. And he like, yeah, but you not, because you don't even know how to cook. And you don't know when to shut up when it's time to be quiet, or you don't know when to be quiet when shut up when niggas tell you, all right, like chill. You feel me?
Right.
And I'll play, as I like to call, you know, they say devil's advocate.
Right.
This is angel's advocate. Feel me? I'm not going to just get on him because this is what we talked about last week.
We got to talk about it. I think right now you're about to play devil's advocate and angel's advocate. You're about to play both.
No, my brother, this is angel's advocate.
Go ahead.
Because all the devils is, fuck this nigga, get him out of here.
Nah, but that's the thing, bro. Yeah. To them, you playing devil's advocate.
I'm playing devil's advocate for them. Okay, I copy. I understand. Yeah. But I feel like, and it's not really just Cam Newton, it's just in general.
Yeah.
Whatever your ideas are or your expectations, whatever it may be, your preference, whatever people want to call it, it's yours. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying whoever you get with have to do it. Like if he get with a girl or, she has to clean up just like my mother did and cook every day, like, but he's just saying like, look, this is certain shit I am used to. If you raise a kid that's used to somebody talking to them with love, always asking you good, always doing little surprise gifts for them and whatever, just being nice, that person not gonna accept somebody who come from some shit that's angry and toxic and arguing all of the time. It's not gonna last. It's gonna be like, all right, this is enough. You know, that's where people feel like, I'm losing me. I lost myself. If he want a woman that's gonna cook for him, why he don't deserve that?
He should get everybody should get what they want. I feel like you can't ask for something that you not already given.
Right. What you expect, you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if you're in a relationship and you're gonna tell your partner, yo, I want XYZ, I want to see XYZ out of you, I want this, I want you to do this. If you're not already doing it, then you're not in the right. You know what I mean? If you're not already extending that, because how you gonna ask for something you can't give? You know?
That's true.
You want something from somebody else that you can't even give to yourself. Yeah. You know?
It's like a lot of shit come back full circle, and that's why I'm glad we started this part, because whenever we talk, a lot of things we talk about come back up in the next convo.
Right.
And it's all, when you break shit down and you break it down, it's just about loving yourself, treating people right. And then if you treat people with that, like how you saying, you can't expect this person to do this if you're not willing to do it, if you're not going to give that same energy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to treat people how you want to be treated. I also feel in a relationship, you know, I'll tell my girl shit like, where she lacks, I could pick up.
Right.
And in certain areas I lack, she's strong in, she'll take the lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the balance. So often it'd be like certain things. I remember early in the relationship, early years, like, it'd be like, I'm taking the lead everywhere because I'm just a guy. Listen, we going this way. We taking this route. Or we doing... And then it's like you learn more and more to just be relaxed. Not even like by no bad situation, just by time and learning, evolving. You just be like, all right, she know how to do this, so I'm gonna let her go. She planned this out. When we go, I ain't even gonna worry about nothing. I ain't gotta tell babe, let's do this now. She got it. And you gotta be fine with accepting that. That's a balance, that's a partnership, that's teammate shit. And more people need to learn that shit, bro. Like for real.
That reminds me of Chris Rock's stand-up, The Tambourine. Like, he had a stand. I don't even know if you watched it, but...
I watched Chris Rock's stand-up. Yeah. That's the Netflix one or the one before
it's
that?
It's Netflix, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was The Tambourine where he talks about that. He talks about, like, yo, when you in a relationship, you in a band. And somebody's on lead and somebody's on tambourine.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, he was basically like, yo, y'all both can't be singing lead. You know?
Right,
so it's like, if she's singing lead... you better be on a tambourine. You better play that shit
I
right.
remember
He
seeing
said you better play that shit right. He said nobody like a sad tambourine player. Nobody like, nah, but that shit really made me think, bro. And it really, like, just like what you said, it's the same shit as what you just said.
Yeah,
It's like, bro, if you taking the lead, then she should be following and be going along with it. If she taking the lead, you should be in the back, ready to have her back whenever she needs you.
Yeah.
And that's like the push and pull of the relationship. That's the yin and the yang. It's like that's how we do it.
That's what all of this shit talks about. Duality, the whatever, left brain, right brain, all of this shit is the same thing. You gotta learn how to have a healthy balance. I feel like that's what relationships are for.
Right.
It's to teach us how to fully love. It's to teach us how to be complete.
Oh, you wildin' right now.
You know
that's real. That's some real shit. You going crazy.
That's what you gonna do?
Nah, you going crazy, bro. You going crazy. You spitting.
I said, but nah, I really feel like that. You start to get to, all right, so like if we go out, you know how we be going out sometimes. We do shows and shit. There's women around. They be there.
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship, so I feel like I know a good amount about women because I spent years with a woman. You feel me? Like intimately, close quarters to know what triggers certain minds and what makes them. Oh, I like this. Certain shit. So I feel like I kind of forgot my point. Fuck. I be smoking too much weed. My fault. What I was saying? Hold on, I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back. Oh, that's another segment we gotta do. ... We have to do ... Like certain shit we just can't.
That's a throwback. Unexplainable shit.
Nothing like I don't know.
Unexplainable.
Yeah, like
we used to be like ... That's something we've been doing for like 15 years now.
Yeah, a minute.
Like it's so funny. Like whenever somebody would do something that was just like crazy, didn't make sense, we just look at each other and be like ...
Word.
It got to a point where we didn't even say nothing.
Word.
We just did like this. From young, we just look at each other and be like,
I can't believe it. Look at this clown.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? That was before the iPhone ... thing.
Yeah.
That was before they even started doing that as you writing. That's crazy.
They took the source. They listening. They knew we was saying that.
We was on some shit.
Yeah.
Since young.
That shit was funny to us. It's still and you put it in the whole song, right?
Yeah. ... I be hitting niggas with the ...
Yeah.
All I'm saying is no matter what he said, I think that goes to the point, no matter what he said, he has the right to feel the way he feel about anything. You know what I mean? He has the right to want anything out of a woman, just like women have something that they want out of a man.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
every woman comes, well, I want my man to make this much money,
right.
or I want him to be ambitious, and I want him to want more for himself and want to take care of his family and protect his family, because there's certain shit that a woman would say where a man would be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, you want too much. You asking for too much. And it's the same with men and women. It's like men is saying some shit and women like, yo, you want too much. And I think it all boils down to you want too much for me. You know what I mean? For me to fulfill your needs. You know what I mean? And that's fine. I'm not the one to fulfill your needs. I don't want to do that.
Right.
You feel me? And it's like that.
To do that type of shit. The more you go through, the more you learn. Like, man, people, they just who they are. They just figuring it out.
That's it.
When I got with her, she was like that, times 10 already. You know, she's grown and changed, and so have I. So you got to focus on yourself, and you affect change by changing yourself. I feel like you could make a difference by you just doing better, you just being better. And people will notice that. If you keep telling people nitpicking, because those be a lot of the arguments in relationships. Like, yo, why you always gotta do, yo, why you put this here? Yo, why when you come in, you just, yo, why? Yo, every time, yo, always. Right. I hate those conversations.
Right.
I hate to say every time, always, everything, never. I hate that shit because I feel like there's only some things that's 100% of the time. Everything isn't 100% of the time. You know, if we cool all the time, it might be 1%, 2%. We don't agree.
Right.
I don't feel like it is. So you got to learn that. and love yourself, because a lot of this shit come from feeling like you ain't doing this. Why you? It's we take it as disrespect. It's like love yourself, and you will know everybody love you.
And one quote and something that I read in Four Agreements. It was like you should never have to apologize twice. You know what I mean? So like you should only apologize once. How many times you apologize? One time for the same thing. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like it's like that's what a good relationship, like love, is like. Yo, I don't like that you did this. I'm gonna take that into consideration moving forward. You know, the way I like to look at it is like you got three options. Like when somebody does something that you don't necessarily like, it's like one option is you could bring it up right then and there and squash it like a bug. You know, the second option is you could completely forget about it and move on. That's the thing. You can't dwell on it. You gotta drop it and move on. The third option is the toxic option, where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna not say anything, but I'm gonna let it fester in my brain and fester in my heart and carry it 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and bring it up when niggas not even thinking about that shit, and let that shit turn me into a different person. You feel me? So when you think about it that way, there's only two options. You let that shit go and don't think about it again and move the fuck on, or you bring that shit up and squash it like a bug.
Right away.
You feel me?
I ain't gonna hold you, cause that third option, we all done been there.
Yeah, we all done been there.
That's one of the best options, because you start off not saying nothing because you're trying to do something. You know what?
Right.
I'm gonna let that slide. I ain't even gonna say nothing about that.
Right.
Because you know what? She gonna do it again, and I'm gonna tell her the last two times I ain't say shit to you. I'm done. I'm through. And then that's the blow up. That is like, where is this coming from? Why you this too much? And you right. It really is only two options. You address it, or you just move on. You know, you don't do both. You don't move on right now, then address it later.
Right.
You just do it. So yeah, I fucks with that. I'm gonna try to implement that every day. Feel me, type of shit.
Yeah, I definitely I implement it with other people for sure, bro. Like I don't got time to be on some bullshit with people. Like there's sometimes where I just like let people go. You know,
that's true.
It's like it's like, man, I'm gonna just let you go. I'm not gonna be mad at you. I'm not gonna add no extra energy.
Right.
You know, I still wish you the best, but because of this situation, it's not something I'm finna get over. It's not something I feel like we gonna get over. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna move on completely.
Got to, bro.
And
if you don't, what's the alternative? Staying upset about the shit.
Right.
Keep feeling that way.
And then now you act in a different way. You act in a certain way towards a person that's not really your character. That's it's out of character. And it's because you holding on to something you don't need to be holding on to. Bro, it's like I've tried to, now I feel like I have to more implement it within myself. You know what I mean? To really let shit go. Cause it's like I feel like I've mastered not holding shit against people and allowing them to live their life, you know, and being cool about it. Not arguing. Like, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to go through it. You know, I'm not trying to hold something against you and feel away towards you. And so now you feel away towards me.
Right.
And now I feel like within myself, I got to master that so I could really let shit go, so I don't treat myself bad. You know what I mean? So I don't give myself like fucked up thoughts and health problems and shit, stressing over shit. It's like now I gotta like repair that relationship with me, where it's like, yo, I'm not gonna hold this against you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like your relationships can get better. What about your relationship with yourself? It gotta grow just the same.
When it really get better when you start looking at yourself like, you know what? Let me do this. Because I can control it. The shit that you really can control, you should.
Yeah.
You know, like don't let things that somebody else do how they act them. That's them.
Right.
That's just, you can't harbor that shit. You can't. There's no real space and energy for that shit to live. You gotta let it go. You gotta accept it for what it is and move on. Because if you don't, like we just was saying, you gonna keep thinking about it. It's gonna keep festering. Then it could become some other shit. And these little small things add up to a big thing, whether it's relationship or just you. One day you feel like this, and then the next few days you feeling worse. It's just like, yo, bro, take it one step at a time. Like Nip said, you gotta pace yourself. It's all about your breathing.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, you heard? And just take it easy, bro. Everything will be okay. Cause you know it's some real shit as we getting older. A lot of people, you seeing people pass, you seeing all this shit. If you look at a person, you like, yo, you get me so, I can't fuck with you. If it's somebody who you claim to love or whatever,
Yeah.
I know it's morbid, but think about if they was not here no more. Like if you really cannot call that person, hit them up, cause that's when the real reality check come for a lot of people. People all the time have somebody they care about, they know they're friends with, they family with, pass, and they didn't mend whatever they had, and it's like how you gonna do it now? You know what I'm saying? And that type of shit will add on. That shit don't.
Right.
I know it can't feel good. So if you can't see yourself like saying, "Yeah, I'm good without them forever in my life," seeing them again, nigga, bro, cut it out. Is it worth it? It probably ain't. And I know that sound like, oh, that's so whatever, but it's real, bro.
It's real. It ain't worth it, bro.
It's
It
real,
ain't worth
bro.
it. But a lot of times I feel like people don't understand that until a real situation
Yeah,
comes
bro.
up.
Until
Some
that
real
shit happens.
Yeah.
And then that's when shit is really real, because it's like, what you gonna do now? You gotta pray
Yeah.
and put it in God's hand. Then what?
It's something you got to think about. But I feel like people that just kind of have mundane lives and they just go about their life and nothing really crazy is happening. You don't think about that shit. So you
Yeah.
hold your grudges.
Yeah.
You know, you do all this extra shit because this is the biggest thing. You know, this is the biggest thing right now. There's nothing bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know, your biggest thing is the beef. You know, it's like there's nothing that is overriding that right now. It's like that doesn't exist until it exists. And now you look at this like, yo, that shit's so small.
Yeah,
What
it's
we were
nothing.
beefing about is so small. And now I can't even get that time back. It's like, I feel like I've been through enough big shit in my life where I understand that, you know? It's like, where I understand that in a way where it's like, even if I'm letting somebody go, I understand that I'm really letting you go,
Yeah.
you know? So if something happened to you, I got to make peace with the fact that, yo, I let you go, you know? And it's hard sometimes. Sometimes you gotta let people go for your life, because it's like, yo, I can't have you in my life because you really gonna bring me down with you. You know, that's where you at. It's like, I wish you well, but I gotta love you from all the way over here, because I can't. If you over here, you gonna poison me.
Yeah.
You know, and I still wish you the best. That's the thing. I don't wish nobody bad, because it's like, yo, that's just gonna affect me.
Yeah, bro.
This is gonna make my life.
You making a
fucked up.
decision to make your life better.
Right.
You making a decision to give you some sort of relief from that situation, or peace, or just get time that you wasting, or you feel you wasting
Yeah.
with
Back to
individuals, or you giving it back to yourself. You feel me?
You reclaiming my time for real.
Yeah.
Like,
What they say on the
yeah,
internet.
what they say. Nah, but that's what it is though, for real.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
you taking all that energy you were giving to the world, you know, and you give it back to yourself. Yo, that shit will make your life like night and day. You know, it's like you realize that all of the stuff that you was giving to people that didn't appreciate it, you was giving to people that just ended up stabbing you in the back or whatever.
Yeah.
You give that to yourself, and you start doing the things you like to do, and you starting to hang with people that actually empower you and enrich your life, and you start giving to the people that love you, and start giving to yourself, and start meditating, and start eating better and exercising more. You know, spending more time with your family.
Yeah,
you know,
simple things in life.
Yeah, it's the simple things in life that we forget because we caught up in whatever the fuck is happening around us, man. And I'm glad we have these talks, because I be needing this
Yeah.
throughout the week.
I feel like we all be needing it,
Yeah.
and we just don't know. That's why I keep going back to it. We literally sit and talk like this forever. You know, when I link with you, I link with Steph. You feel me? Shout out Steph. Link with E. Even my nephew, free him. We just talk for hours, whatever it may be about, and really get in depth. You know, like about some shit. It ain't like, oh, we solving all the problems in the world, but we might be getting better solutions to our problems that's going on in our daily life. You feel me? So I feel like it's cool that we get to chop it up. You know, and I hope people watching, you know, appreciate that and like it too. You feel me?
Nah, definitely. It's like, yeah, we get to get to the bottom of shit, and then like we never gonna solve all the world's problems, and I feel like that's the point behind Free Not Woke. It's like this shit is not never gonna be perfect. You know, the world's never gonna be perfect. People are never gonna be perfect, but we gonna be the best we can, and that's what we're here for. It's like we're not here for none of the bullshit. We're literally here to keep going. It's like I want everybody in this community to just keep going and keep like being inspired to do better and like understand that last week may have been fucked up, but we can make this week better. And that's what matters, because from here on, it's like we could have good lives. We could move forward in a good direction. We can be healthier, live better, we can live longer, so we can love longer. You know,
we have to learn that. We have to learn that as we go through. Just like you saying, you know, I gotta cut certain people off out of my life and shit. I try to explain this to my younger little cousins who like maybe 18, some of them like 20 years old. I try to tell them like, yo, look, I know you thinking everything you do is have to be centered around certain things or certain environments or certain people, or when you get some bread you gotta do these type of things. It's just like, bro, a lot of shit you care about is wasting your time, your precious time of learning who you are. You feel me? And a lot of times we spend countless hours and energy with people that they don't know themselves, so they not giving it back to us. Then you turn around and be like, oh, I can't fuck with this person. Like, it's people who I was like, they not like y'all like my friends for 10 plus years, but you know, people I became acquainted with and spent time with, talked with, and this, and then they just start moving funny. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, and it's a particular instance I'm thinking about, but I don't want to share it, you feel me? I don't want to put it out there. But just this one time I was showing love to this one homie, me and the nigga was cool, whatever, da-da-da. Then I stopped seeing him like every other day we was working, you feel me, together type shit. I stopped seeing him. Then the nigga hit me up one time, I ain't answer. He like, yo, damn, I hit you up. You ain't even respond. Like, he see me on my block coming from somewhere. I'm coming from a whole nother state. Late at night, he getting out, he like, yo, I ain't even, you know what I mean, you ain't even respond, but I hit you up, I guess you seen it, you ain't respond. And in my head, I'm like, nigga, like, you know, bro, let me cut this shit. Let me not even fuck with this nigga. I don't even want to be around people who thinking like that. Like,
and it's real. It's real because the thing is that energy that he's giving, that's a trauma response to something that have nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
You know? And even though it's like you can be understanding of like, yo, he on some shit because of whatever reason, but that got nothing to do with me. And that's the shit that separates you. That's the shit that allows you to be like, yo, I need to remove myself from this situation because this shit got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with anything I did, really. It has something to do with something this man experienced in his life where he needs, you know, that kind of, you know, attention. He's this person is needy. Where it's like, bro, I'm just living my life doing me just like everybody else is. I'm not on your shit like that. You know, I'm not hitting you like, you know. Yeah,
on some funny shit. And I feel like you learn that, like what you saying, that's something that he had to deal with, that he's, you know, as they say, projecting and acting as if I'm doing that shit. Back then, I ain't know. I just knew I'm not this type of person. I wouldn't do that. I'm good.
And you moved on.
Yeah, I moved on. But I remember that instance was like, yo, whoever your day ones, those about to be just, that's it. And I don't go out looking for friends. I don't go out looking for new people to hang with and shit. I'm just saying, like, that was weird to me. And at that age, I didn't know to be like, yo, bro, you acting like this because of this. You feel me? I just was like, I just knew, like, bro, I'm not trying to deal with no funny ass energy for just being me, for doing me, and you thinking it's some. I mean, I looked out for homie. This ain't just like, oh, we work. Nah, I looked out for the nigga. It was my mans for like a whole year, whatever. You feel me? We was seeing each other 5 days out the week. You feel me? And no homo, but you feel me? Like, it was just weird to me. I'm like, nigga, you acting like a chick right now, like. Mad because I ain't respond your call, nigga. I'm coming from, you don't know what I'm doing. I'm the type of nigga be like, I don't know what you doing, so I ain't just gonna call you at a certain time, or I'm gonna text you. If you don't respond, I'ma assume, I give niggas the benefit of the doubt. I allow grace. I always see the shit half.
Grace.
You feel me? Half. What is it? Half full. Or half empty.
Half full, half
I
full.
don't know. That shit from like
Glass
the
half full.
1920s when they made that shit up.
Nah, yo, funny story, bro. Is this dude? Like, I grew up on a block around a whole bunch of Italians growing up. Like, my grandmother, she was the only black woman on the whole block in the whole neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
Because of some shit. Like, my grandfather was, he was working for the mob probably. Shit,
Right,
I don't even know.
He had it hooked
But
up.
he had
was
my
lit.
my grandfather had the hookup. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to
R.I.P.
him.
Boom. But I grew up around a whole bunch of Italians, and this one dude, his name was Frank. And every day he would see me, I was a kid.
It's always Frank.
Every day I would see me, he was a kid. He would be like, "Yo, how you doing?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "I'm good." And he'd be like, "Nah, you got to say half left." And I was like, "Why?" I was like, and I thought about that into my adulthood, like, and then
half
exactly,
left.
and then and that's something I remember even to this day. He said, "You always supposed to be half left because the glass is always half full." I got half left.
Right.
It's like don't think about what you lost. Think about what you have.
Yeah, what you have, yeah.
I got half left. Yeah, yeah, yeah.